Hi guys, ako pala si Richbon ng Gadget, Sidekick, and welcome back to my channel. So nakita natin na naglabas si Xiaomi ng bagong phone. And it's the POCO F3 GT. So guys, the phone POCO F3 GT is only available in India. And ang balita ko kay Xiaomi, and nagtanong tayo kay Xiaomi mismo, in-interview natin sila, no? And they told me that this is not coming out globally. Instead, naglabas sila ng POCO X3 para sa global consumer and walang X3 GT para sa mga Indian consumer. Now, hawak natin dito is the Redmi K40 Gaming Edition, which is exactly the same as the POCO F3 GT. Now, pag-usapan muna natin kunti ang kanyang specs, which is exactly parehong-pareho sila, no, in terms of dimension, in terms of processor, in terms of yung display, lahat parehong-pareho sila ni K40 Gaming Edition, no, na nilabas sa China. And ang kanyang processor is, alam naman natin lahat, is the latest ni MediaTek. It's the Dimensity 1200. It's a 5G na chip, 6 nanometer, together with kanyang GPU, no, na is a Mali G77MC9. Yun ang mga, okay pang gaming, no, lalo sa ating mga mahilig mag-gaming. I would really recommend having either you go for the Dimensity 1200 or 1100. Both are good in terms of gaming. So now, tingnan muna natin ilang benchmark, no, dito sa phone na ito. And of course, we can see that the score, halos kaya na ng tapatan, no, ang mga Snapdragon 870 in terms of score dito sa Antutu, no. So gamit natin Antutu benchmark 9.0.10, which is ang latest, no, na update para dito sa benchmark. And it's pretty a nice score if you ask me. Now moving over sa iTutu, we also got a good score. Dito, we have 375,000 points dito, no? Which is, of course, sasabi natin, it's a relatively good score. Halos ganun din ang mga score na mga nakukuha ng mga Snapdragon 870 series. Now, tinignan naman natin ang kanyang display. It's definitely nice. It has a 6.67 AMOLED display, no? Meron din siyang 120Hz of screen refresh rate, HDR10, 500 nits ang kanyang screen brightness, 1080p ang kanyang display, together with a Corning Gorilla Glass 5 protection. So IP53 and dust and splash proof na rin siya, as well as Corning Gorilla Glass din ang kanyang likod. Okay, so aluminum ang kanyang frames definitely, and masasabi ko sa inyo, ang pinakapanalo talaga dito is yung kanyang dalawang shoulder triggers dito na pwede i-pop up whenever you need. So every time na nag-pop up ako, game space mode will activate. So, mamaya pag-usapan natin ang kanyang gaming. So now, pag-usapan naman natin konti ang kanyang display. Masasabi ko sa kanya, no, ang kanyang display is definitely nice. Very buttery smooth, no? Especially when you're using 120Hz of screen refresh rate dito. Masasabi ko yung white is definitely wider dahil kanyang AMOLED display is definitely a big runaway winner dito, no, sa phone na ito. And I really love watching some videos, some movies here sa phone na ito. It's really enjoyable. Lalo na kung mayroon siyang dalawang stereo speakers, nagpa-fire, no, from sa magkabila, no, from left and right. Definitely mas masarap manood din, no, in terms of immersive ang kanyang experience, mas enjoyable. Definitely mas malakas ang sound when you have dual speakers. And of course, yung kanyang AMOLED display is very much enjoyable and immersive as well when you're watching your favorite Korean novela, your favorite movie, your favorite gadget reviewer like Gadget Sidekick. It's really enjoyable. Now guys, pag-usapan na natin ang kanyang camera. It has a 64MP na main sensor, 8MP na ultra-wide sensor, 2MP na macro lens, and sa harap niya meron sa 16MP, no, na kanyang front shooter. Ang kanyang video na capability sa likod, no, it can take up to 4K 30fps na video, at sa likod niya can take up to 1080p 30fps na video sa harap. Now, tingnan muna natin ilang photos na nakuha natin, no, both from the front and the rear camera. So nakita naman natin ang performance ng camera. It's very nice na nakapagkuha siya ng mga good photos using the rear camera. Masasabi ko, it's nice, punchy. And of course, there are some night shots na pag kinuha mo, no, medyo lalabas siya na a little bit grainy because hindi siya ganun ka-okay, no, pag sobrang dark na. Pero kung bigyan mo ng konting ilaw, I'm sure na magpe-perform siya, no. And pagdating sa front camera, masasabi ko sa inyo, it's definitely nice. Nakapagkuha ako ng some nice shots, but of course, when it comes to dark scenes, medyo hindi ganun ka-okay. Taking a look at some videos dito sa phone na ito, I can say that taking videos sa front and the back, stable naman siya, no? It has image stabilization up to 1080p, and masasabi ko punchy naman ang kanyang video. I was able to take some good videos, and masasabi ko it can probably be a very basic vlogging phone kahit gaming phone siya. Ang kanyang battery is a 5,655 na milliampere hours of battery, which supports up to 67 watts of fast charging, no? So niran naman natin siya sa kanyang benchmark, battery stress test, no, ni PC Mark, and nakapag-survive siya ng 14 hours na screen on time. Now, dinin naman natin itong battery na down to 20% and chinarge natin pabalik ng 100. And guess what? Ang bilis. 48 minutes natapos na tayo mag-charge ng phone na ito. And this phone is available in two colors, si POCO F3 GT, Predator Black, and Gunmetal Silver. Now, how can we forget about gaming on this phone? Siyempre, gaming phone ito. So, bubuksan muna natin dalawang shoulder triggers, papasok sa game space mode. Now, we'll be playing my favorite game, Call of Duty. Now, makita natin these are the graphic settings na pwede natin unleash, no, dito sa Call of Duty Mobile. And of course, definitely masasabi ko sa inyo, playing this game is very enjoyable. Having those shoulder triggers is definitely a bonus, a plus dito sa phone na ito. And feel ko parang mas masarap maglaro sa mga phone na may physical button, no, as compared sa mga phones na may virtual na shoulder triggers. Parang mas masarap parang naglalaro ka ng mga gaming console like Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 5. Kasi iba talaga pang may nahawak yung button na pag kiniklik nyo, nag-respond sa inyo, rather than virtual button. Now, masabi ko sa inyo, yung gameplay is definitely nice, very smooth, and halos wala naman na feel na frame drops when playing the game Call of Duty. Now, yung dalawang kanyang steer speaker is definitely nice and loud, firing from the left and right while I'm playing. It's very much immersive. It gave me an immersive experience while playing this game. So I'm pretty sure na mag-e-enjoy kayo, no? Be it PUBG, be it Genshin Impact, mag-e-enjoy kayo dito sa phone na ito. Now guys, anong masasabi ko dito sa POCO F3 GT? Unang masasabi ko sa inyo, it's not available here in our country, the Philippines. Neither is it available in Hong Kong, in other countries, except India. Now, if you want to get a hands-on dito sa POCO F3 GT, which you can really have it, having its counterpart, no, si Redmi K40 Gaming Edition na mabibili natin, no, sa Shandy Philippines and sa Shandy Masangkay. Both of them have this phone available to be purchased, no. So, dyan ko nakuha ko tong aking Redmi K40 Gaming Edition Bruce Lee, no, na edition, which is only available 4,000 units lang ang available dito for this phone. If you like this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, click that bell icon so you don't miss any future videos dito sa aking channel. And of course, guys, ongoing pa rin ang aking Road to 100,000 giveaway. And if gusto nyo manalo, sali kayo, subscribe, and of course, follow the rules. Malay mo, manalo kayo ng 1 out of 3 premium phones. And ako pala si Richmond, and you're watching Gadget Sidekick. What's up?